I once have a huge client, probably about 10,000 stores nationally, retail small stores, and we were trying to introduce a program, an e-learning program, and to the frontline managers. And imagine that the turnover is very high. There's only 3 or 4 employees using that area. So the frontline leaders are really also the employees themselves. And I went to the VP for training and I asked them, so what's your training design? She said, well, we have a 6-month orientation process until they are fully skilled. And I asked her, so what is your turnover rate? Turnover rate is 360%, which means that there are part-timers in a one or 2, 3 weeks, they disappear, etc. and the like. So I asked her the question candidly. It's like, so why do you have a 6-month training program designed when people might quit tomorrow? And it was we're just laughing because she said, well, there's a problem that we're trying to wrestle right now. As a consequence of this big training program, many of the branch managers refuse to send their leaders in the group into a training program because it's just taking too much time. And anytime that these managers and these leaders are out of work, it means the reduction of their bonus and their sales because they are charged and they are quota based on an individual performance. So the main thing that was instrumental in making the change was that when we simplified the training program, not to train people for 6 months, 3 months, or even 2 months, but to train them on what they need today, and then started with the frontline leaders. The frontline leaders will take an inventory and come up with a small huddle in the morning and say, so this week, today, you're going to focus on the area of inventory control. You're going to receive the trucks and do that. And then tomorrow, you're spending the time in merchandising to make sure it's doing good. So the ability of the frontline leader, which is also part of an employee, has been defined so clearly to do what you call an assignment of a task that they need to do and give them helping and coaching in that area. The reason I'm sharing this with you is because of the simplicity. The simplicity of the task of the frontline leaders allow the frontline leaders to be able to lead effectively. The more complex your leadership training program is, the more difficult it is to make a shift. So find those simple, short opportunities from real gaps and use those as a training opportunity, not to attend a 5-day lecture on inventory control, but to just teach them those things that they need to do for the next 3 or 4 days. Reflect on this.